Yo, 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 it's me. It's me. It's D with the capital T. Always have been, always will be. The fuck you say that motherfucker said now? The milkman's in the building.
And I'm just free. I feel like it
You,
gets
you, you,
longer
you,
every
you say
week.
that motherfucker said what? The fuck you say he said, huh? What? The fuck what he say? Tell me what he said.
He said us white people got to stick together.
Oh shit. Whoa. Oh my god. God. Kyle. Whew,
Kyle,
we
oh
thought
little
the drama
Kyle.
was ramped up in the Dire Fest backyard.
We really did. We really
Oh
did.
no
But
no
Kyle was
no
just
no
getting
no
started.
no!
Well,
Julie had it
actually,
right. Kyle has been the source of a lot of breakups and formations of new shit. He like to tear something down and build something new. He been just I don't know. He just been moving and grooving through this bitch. But yeah, Kyle, he has taken it to a whole nother level. This week he
mm-hmm.
had to go on the apology tour. It
The
seemed
apology tour.
well, Kevin Hart had to do it, so Kyle
They all
had
got
to.
to do it. They all got to do
Everybody
it. You
have to
say something stupid,
go
you
on an
gotta go
apology tour.
apologize.
He did. But the thing about it is
What's up, Lyric?
I think Kyle was genuine. What's going on, Lyric? I think Kyle was genuine in his remorsefulness and in his desire to learn, the error of his ways and the ignorance that he
Yeah,
possessed.
I mean, what I've been saying all week is I don't think that Kyle is racist. I think he's just ignorant. Like I said to you
Yeah,
before, he's from Utah. He's an ex-Mormon. They probably have like 7 black people in Utah. So
I'm telling
this
you,
house
Monty might have been
probably
his first black friend. Monty may have
definitely
been his first
after
black
this
friend.
house, he would have been like, "No, I'm not racist. I have a friend named Monty." He
I
was
have
just
a friend named Monty.
like
Oh
Monty would
hell
have been
no!
his token
Wait,
white
wait, wait,
friend
wait! What's worse
just
than that?
because
He's been in my house. Get the
just
fuck
because
out of
cause we live together.
here!
Like
Oh, we live together.
that's my
No
roommate.
man.
But no, it's just
So
like
we
I
agree
just
he's
think he was
ignorant.
ignorant, like
Yeah.
But as I was saying before, this is what happens in these situations
Share.
that I beat you to it.
Where to
That
go?
Terrence and Taylor and Monty all showed amazing grace in the house
Yes. Oh my
with
God.
Kyle. And instead of
Yes.
being upset, they used it for it to be a teaching moment for him.
Yes. If
My
you if
thing
you can
is like,
you couldn't ask
you
for
know,
more. I mean,
mm-mm.
the tolerance that they had, the strength that they
Well, let's
displayed.
all be honest and just say this clearly isn't the first time that they've had to educate. It won't be the last time that they've had to educate. I imagine Taylor went through a lot of this running for Miss America. I mean,
Yeah.
come on. So,
Yes, Kyle is
yes,
gone. Kyle is
Kyle got
gone.
voted off.
That he
He's been to
did.
the jury
Welcome to the
house.
show. We
Um,
talking about it now because it's the conversation going around the Big Brother world has been for 7 days, and it probably will be for 7 more.
So I hope that when he goes to the jury house that he tells them honestly what happened, because we know Kyle, he
Right.
be doing some stuff. But
Yeah.
I hope he tells them honestly what happened, because they're all different ethnicities in the jury house, and he can stand to learn something from all of them. I mean,
Most
the
definitely.
world is bigger than Utah, Kyle.
For sure. I mean, at the very least, we're going to need Kyle to come out of Utah, experience some other parts of the world, experience some other cultures, understand that there's more than being an ex Mormon from Utah. There's more to life than that. There's more going on in this
and
world.
and also, if you don't choose to use this opportunity to learn and grow, then you can no longer claim ignorance.
Now,
At
that's
this
true.
point, you're just
Right, because
being
when you know better, you do better. And so you
right.
can't be enlightened and then all of a sudden just close the curtains back up and act like shit is
Right.
sweet. No,
Right.
no. That's not how it works, Kyle. So if you think that's how it's fixed to play out, Kyle, you're wrong, Kyle. Now your job is to learn, to expose yourself. Life is about experience and exposure. And now it's time for his ass to get out there and, you know, soak it up.
Yes.
So,
do we want to talk
I'm still
about
over here trying to, I'm
back
still
and
over here
forth with Alyssa?
Yeah, I'm about to say, I'm still over here trying to like
Alyssa.
and share.
So when everything blew up, you know, they had a counselor come into the house because things got real sensitive around there.
Right.
Real emotional all week long. Like,
yes, like Eric said.
When you know, they showed a clip of it in tonight's episode, but it was a much longer conversation between Kyle and Monte. And when I tell you, Kyle was crying, Monte was crying, I was crying.
Hold on, wait. I started to be like, I started to take a breath, and then I realized I was angry. I forgot I was mad. I said, hell no, fuck this shit. Why was I mad? Not because of the conversation that Monte and Kyle was having. I really appreciated that. I love the fact that he was willing to sit down and hear the other side of the story, to have to seek understanding, because that's really what he's going for. To be ignorant, to the opposite of that is to understand or have knowledge. And so I like the fact that that was going on. But what I was so pissed about was I felt like Michael and Brittany didn't get the same energy that Kyle got. And I think that Michael and Brittany were worse than Kyle. Because they're not ignorant. They were so tolerant in the fact that they calculated whether or not it was worth saying and how it should be said and who they should say it to. That shit was wrong.
I do agree that it was wrong for them to sit on it. I don't feel like it was worse than, you know, because at the end of the day, we are playing Big Brother.
I feel like it was.
So they going,
roll my damn
when
sleeves
you have something, you're going to use
my damn
it when you're able, or when you know. But at the same time, you keep saying that they didn't get that same energy, but they kind of did. You just didn't see it in the episode.
You just gonna throw the live feeds back at me. You know I ain't got no damn time to be watching live feeds.
But what I'm saying is, I mean, you're angry that they didn't get that energy, but they was giving them that energy. Terrence,
hey, I told you in the pre-tape before we went live. What did I tell you? I told you that if I was in that house, I would have went so hard on their ass they would have self-evicted. They'd have packed their own bags and skedaddled.
I don't know if
first of all, if you thought Josh with pots and pans, if they thought Josh with pots and pans was bad, imagine this guy right here just not shutting up and just gonna keep talking. It don't matter what you're doing or what you're trying to say, you gonna hear me. Nope, I ain't going nowhere. Where you going, huh? How you doing? If you thought pots and pans was bad, you would have hated me.
Maybe you could get away with that with Brittany and Michael's personalities, but you for damn sure wouldn't move me nowhere. I'm not a self-convicted no damn where. I don't care who I told what, when, where, and why.
$750,000.
Okay,
I'd have been on their bumper. Know that. I'd have been on their bumper.
Okay, and I would have been right back on yours.
Well, look, then I guess ratings would have been up. Because let me tell you, I would have.
Be lit.
That's what I'm saying. It would be lit. Know that. Because, hey, I would have been on Michael and Brittany's bumper. Know that.
Yeah.
That shit was ridiculous.
They did have, while Michael and them went to the movies and stuff, they did have a conversation. And Terrence and Monte, well, Brittany was left behind. So Terrence and Monte did have, and then Brittany was like
and share.
You know, she was very, you know, they had her in tears several times throughout the week. So, I mean, they were, and I think they know that they, as the title of the show says, when keeping it real goes wrong.
When keeping Dave Chappelle said it best. Wrong.
They tried it. And it went wrong.
It went wrong.
They saved.
No, they thought it was sweet. At first, they thought it was sweet. Oh, look how they. Oh, they're
the plan was.
He
had already won the veto and saved Brittany,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he was like, at this point, we've been protecting Kyle, and I'm not willing to protect him no more because he clearly would throw us under the bus. And so that's what he was like, I'm gonna save Taylor instead, because he knew whoever Turner put up that Taylor was going home.
Right.
So definitely it was wrong for them to wait. I mean, because
if they thought it was such a big deal, like the internet has said, they should have said something 3 weeks ago.
He could have said something the next week, though. He could have said something.
Whatever. It was his HOH. Yeah, he could have waited.
So
whatever. I'll give you that. He could have waited a week.
But he could have told Terrence, because Terrence could have got Kyle out last week.
Hell, he could have told Monty. Monty was in his damn alliance.
But and so that's what I'm saying. But you know, those things don't say. But when they both won the HOH before the house split, they had a minute to talk to each other. He could have told him then, because then he would have got out. But that was still part of his alliance, and he was still protecting him. And so, yeah, they used it as gameplay, and for something as sensitive in this nature, for them to try to use it, come back and say, yeah, it was morally wrong. Now, I'm not going to say it's more wrong they were more wrong than Kyle. But I think all three of them, Brittany equally handled. I mean, it was equally.
It was some snake shit. It was some snake shit. He
said something ignorant, and they handled it. They handled it just as ignorantly, because the way to use that for gameplay is nothing but ignorant.
For as smart as they think they are and as calculated they was being, they was dumb as hell.
That was
dumb as hell. Dumb. You're dumb. Dumb as hell.
So
do you think
all of them ignorant?
Do you think there is room for forgiveness with Michael and Brittany like there has been with Kyle? I don't know that they're as remorseful.
Because
I mean, did you hear Michael say bye, Kyle? Did you hear him say that? Like, he's still in game mode. Bye, Kyle. As he walked off by himself?
There is something, you know, Kyle can grow and learn from this. What is Brittany and Michael growing and learning? To not be not be sneaky like that?
No, call them snakes. Call them what they are. That was some snake shit.
When shit's fucked up, say something. Like, I don't...
Say something when it benefits you. Say something.
Yeah, no, I don't.
If it don't benefit you, just keep quiet. If it don't benefit you,
I don't think they did anything worse than Kyle, but I don't think they're going to be offered that same grace for sure.
I mean, I only agree
Michael
with
and Brittany going home next week.
I only agree with you about that in the sense that there's only one unforgivable sin, and I guess neither one of them is this. Or neither one of them is the unforgivable sin. So in that sense, you know, they're both forgivable things. However, I do put more weight on the calculation by Michael and Brittany, and I actually put it more on Michael than Brittany in the fact that it was Michael's idea. I mean, but Brittany co-signed the shit out of it.
But he said something to them both together and separately, to where they both could have said something, so they're equal.
Oh, that is true. That is true. And I think I might have missed,
but they both could have said something
where he had with Brittany. That might have been an episode I actually.
It was in that little bathroom area.
Yeah, I don't.
You know how they don't have that. They turned the exercise room into the old sitting room, so now they just be hanging out in the bathroom area. So
well, no, they used to do that back in the day. Because the girls used to do their makeup all the time, and the guys would just be in there flirting and hanging out.
Yeah, well, yeah. So
I don't know what they do. Do they do that anymore in Big Brother? I'm assuming they do. I don't know.
But
let me drink some tea.
Yeah, no, I do think Brittany or Michael, unless Michael wins HOH, because Brittany ain't gonna win nothing.
Wow.
Well, Zingbot, which
and I'm so disappointed that Zingbot is coming today. Maybe they need to lift the spirits or some shit, but I'm angry and I ain't even ready. I ain't in the mood for Zingbot right now. What's he gonna sing about? All this serious shit?
Well, that's what they need to. That's what they need to lighten some stuff up. Okay,
No, because
so
I'm still on Brittany and Michael's bumper. Don't you hear the tone in my
no,
voice?
they going home. So we want to
Who's
hear
going
him.
first, Brittany or Michael? Hey, all y'all out there in TV land, who's going home first, Michael or Brittany? Am I overreacting about Michael and Brittany? Y'all let me know. My blood pressure is up tonight.
So, are we also going to talk about the rumor?
Oh, wait. What they say on the Breakfast Club? Rumor has it. Oh man, shout out to Angela Yee though. She getting her own show. She leaving the Breakfast Club, but you know, rumor has it.
I don't.
Hey, just tell the damn rumor. You ain't got to tell people you don't know who Angela Yee is or the
I
Breakfast
know who
Club.
that is, but I don't know. The rumor has it because I don't listen to the Breakfast Club.
Oh, that's
the
intro. That's the intro. Rumor has it.
Oh, okay. I'm just not a fan of Charlamagne the God, so I don't much.
Lyric says Michael's going home first.
I think Michael's going home first. If they can get him out, he's going home next week. That's the plan.
Okay.
Definitely. Okay. If they can get it together.
Oh, look, she said my blood pressure is high. Woo! Man. Hey, let me tell you, and I put a few trees in the air, and hey, my blood pressure has not come down yet.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So the rumor is that Alyssa asked production for a pregnancy test.
Oh, not just one, but another one. Did you say she asked for a different one? Is that what your message said? I could have sworn that I read that you said she asked for a different one, like the one they gave her wasn't good enough.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh man. Well, what do y'all think? The fact that she's asking.
Oh my gosh, the feeds are up.
Uh-oh.
And guess who has the key around their neck?
Oh, we know who the HOH is. Do you guys want to know? Well, if you don't, don't turn us off. Just mute us for 2.5. Who's the HOH, Bree? Is it Michael?
HOH is Michael.
Oh my God!
He's
Mike
laying back
is the
smiling.
HOH, guys.
This is some
Mike
sort of
is
crazy.
The HOH. Oh my God! What are your reactions, folks? Knowing that Mike is the HOH, what are your reactions? Come on, give it to us. Tell us how you really feel.
Oh,
tell us how you really feel. Mike is the HOH. What is going to happen now? What's going to happen now?
What is gonna? He's gonna go after Monty because Brittany told him that Monty was gonna go.
That's just gonna piss me off even more and make me think he's a racist.
I'm really gonna be but do you think he'll have? Well, there's not but that many black people left. But
what'd you say? There ain't nothing but.
So he ain't gonna have no choice but to put.
I don't give a damn. He better start picking people from production. But like Becky, I nominate Becky on camera 2. I nominate Becky, goddammit. I don't give a fuck. You better not let a black name come out your mouth, Michael.
Oh, if Monty goes home, I'm gonna be so mad. I want Monty to win at this point. Like
he's gonna have to go after Turner. He better put up Turner.
Monty made me cry. Do you understand? I didn't cry at Big Brother.
Everybody cries at Big Brother.
Ugly snot. No. Ugly snot crying.
Oh, you really cried?
Monty, when he was talking about his brother, he got. I got so choked up. He got choked, like he was crying. He could barely get his words out. I was like,
that shouldn't even surprise me. The fact that I took a deep breath. I mean, you probably just was all over.
You already know how I
am. The fact that I expressed taking a deep breath means that you was falling out on the floor. But you're usually pretty tough, you know. But it was an emotional week. It was a thought-provoking episode, but at the same time, I found myself very perturbed at Michael and Brittany, and that's just the reality of the situation. It's like,
and the fact that they're safe this week really makes me mad.
And now Mike is HOH. Now Mike is
really makes me mad.
Let me get to the comments. What do we got here? Oh no. We got, please, not Michael. Why?
Our sentiments exactly, Lyric. Like
Lyric also has
like,
Lyric also has a guess. I think he'll put up Alyssa and Terrence. Wasn't that the plan already?
Yeah, he'll probably put up.
I heard
Alyssa
Monty say that he would do that.
He'll probably put up Alyssa and Terrence, but he'll probably try to backdoor Monty.
Right. Man, it would be crazy. No, I don't even see him using Brittany as a pawn. I think he knows that it would be too risky to do that.
Taylor knows she's safe. Would Monty have enough? If he backdoored Monty, which one is taken down? Alyssa or Terrence? Terrence. And he puts up Monty. He don't want to have two black dudes on the block next to each other. So then, if it's between Monty and Alyssa, I don't know which way Terrence will vote.
This candy is giving me a little bit of life. I'm a little.
Brittany and Taylor gonna go with what's the name? So that's 2 against Monty.
Mm-hmm. It's not looking good for Monty.
No. He's got to win the veto. He
has to win veto. How many competitions has Monty won?
2.
Well, he better win 3. He better win 3.
1.
They very well could be coming for him. They very well could be coming for Monty. Now, prior to this week, I wasn't like for or against Monty. I noticed the bromance with him and Joseph, but I mean, it's not like I go, oh, he was my favorite player. Mm-hmm. But after this week, he really has grown on me, and I have changed. Like he's on my radar now, and before he wasn't. He was just in the house. But very fond of Monty after this week. Let's see here. 2, you think? Well, actually, you know what? Next week is a double eviction, so we need to talk about that twist. Because Mike could end up going home next week because it's a double eviction.
You think they're still going to do another double eviction?
No, they said it at the end of the episode.
Oh, I missed it.
It's next week. Next week is double eviction. How you ain't know?
I missed the end of the episode. And they had a double eviction last week.
Mm-hmm. Well, get ready for another one. It's happening again.
Michael still could go. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
If Michael
and Brittany go home?
No, if Michael and Monty both went home, there's no way Michael and Brittany can both go home because he's got the first HOH.
I know.
But if Michael and Monty both went home, who would you pull for to win? Alyssa's won nothing. Brittany won a veto. Taylor won one HOH.
If this shit, people might say this is the worst season of Big Brother ever, and it started so good.
It started so good, but if those
started so good, win. Oh my God, I don't even know how to think. I need to gather my thoughts before I say something wrong. Could this be the worst season of Big Brother?
I say, okay, say Michael gets out Monty, right?
So. Okay.
Whoever wins the HOH after that, if they get out Michael,
okay,
after that, that person, whoever that person is, they deserve to win. Whoever get Michael out, that person deserves to win.
So whoever wins the double next week and gets Michael out, Michael can still win the veto in the double though, and still and not go home.
That would be some crazy shit. That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't put it past his ass.
Whoever takes him out deserves to win.
How is he so damn good? That's what I want to know. Now you do know that
because
Big
he's been
Brother.
practicing these things. He's a super fan. They
Well, I was
have
gonna
the
say,
same
you know,
type
they
of
let them practice a
competition,
lot of the time the day before the event or whatever,
and they
or
have a
little bit
lot of
before.
these same type of competitions. So he been practicing that beam, the beam things to get to the thing. He said he has that in his backyard. He's been practicing that. Like he told Brittany in one of the feeds, like, you know, he just acts like he's bad at stuff, and you
Right.
know,
But he has a whole Big Brother course in his backyard.
he's a super, like, for real. He has his Bible, his book, and I'm like really trying to look at everybody. Like, could I please be mistaken? But no, I still see it as Michael's neck.
Are you scanning the feeds trying to see if the key is around somebody else's neck?
Like,
Maybe I could take this down that Mike is not HOH?
Yeah.
Like, no. The man who weaponized race in the Big Brother house is the next head of household. I said it.
And that's
you heard it here first. The man who weaponized race is the next head of household, Big Brother 24, going into the second double eviction of this season, which the house guests undoubtedly will not suspect. This was the first double eviction was unlike no other.
Spoilers, and they're all saying it's on his neck too. Damn it!
My
eyes were not deceiving me.
Damn.
I just was clutching at straws here.
Lyric says, I still hope Turner will win.
Oh, yes. Lyric's a huge Turner fan.
That's right. And she's an A1 day one. She said it episode 1. He did. Excuse me with my pronouns. It's been a long day. What are you drinking? Is that Pepsi in a glass bottle?
The best kind.
Have you gone classic?
This is made with real sugar.
It's real. Well, what is the other shit?
You know, it's made with high fructose corn syrup and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
But this made in Mexico.
Okay. I ain't mad at it.
It has the real sugar.
Did you have to pay an imported tax on that?
No, I don't pay nothing. I buy it. Well, I didn't buy it. My brother bought it for me.
Okay.
$1.99 at the local liquor store.
Okay. Pepsi in a glass bottle. I ain't mad at you.
Yes.
So the man who weaponized race is going to be the head of household. He is the head of household. He's going to get a letter from his family. That man, that asshole. I'm an asshole.
Turner. I keep forgetting about Turner, to tell you the truth.
Well, do you remember what I said about Turner? Like, I don't know, like, what was really going on in Turner's head this week as all this shit was playing out around him. But he looked
I think Turner was, like, for one, super caught off guard. I think the fact that he had gotten so close with Kyle that he was just, like Alyssa, he was just afraid that was going to bounce back off of him. And he was
what he say? I ain't had nothing to do with that. I ain't had nothing to do with that.
Just like Alyssa backed off, broke up with him, you know. I don't think but then, you know, once she's seen they offering him grace and everybody's still okay, then she's like, oh, when he's leaving, I love you, blah, 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 whatever. Alyssa.
That caught me off guard. Well, but it looked like she wasn't going to hug him or something.
Positive. Yeah, well, you know, I don't know. She was all...
You think she was trying to play it up for TV or something? Well, like she still didn't like it?
Maybe she's emotional because she's pregnant. Maybe she's hormonal.
Y'all heard it here first. Crazy. What if she might be pregnant, y'all?
What if she got pregnant from a 10-second quickie on top of a floaty in the have-not room? That would be a story.
You know what? I hope that baby run track. I hope that baby run track because he ought to be quick and fast. I hope that baby runs track. Earlier this week, though, she says that she couldn't have no kids by him, but now she loves him again. She conveniently love him again.
So
she said, if they can forgive him, I can forgive him.
It's so funny, though, that
what do y'all think about that?
The first thing she said was have babies, get married, blah, blah, blah. So that having heard the rumor that she asked for the pregnancy test and then her first thing saying having babies, I was like, is she just tell the Mormon she getting an abortion?
She's aborting the racist baby produced by a Mormon.
Hey, if that's what you want to do, more power to you. You know, yes. I respect a woman's right to choose. Whatever you want to do, it's
Yeah.
up to you.
We might be able to pull up with the. Well, never mind. I'll have to talk to the godson and see if the mobile is available to do a house call.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
We're keeping it real goes real wrong. Change the subject.
Real wrong. Change subject.
see if an appointment can be made. Pull up it's Southern California. Actually, where is Big Brother at? Actually, is it in Los Angeles?
I think it's in LA. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because that's what I think. They said something about the Zingbot because of the heat or something. I don't know.
Wait, Zingbot couldn't come out because of the heat?
I guess it's really hot. Like they're having unprecedented like heat wave type deal there. So it's a good thing that they did their Dyer Fest last week because they would have been real hot out there this week.
Oh, they was acting like they was real hot last week. So shit, I can just imagine how much hotter it is now. So are you telling me it's so hot that Zingbot can't put the suit on and carry his ass on out there for just 2.5?
I don't know. I guess not. They gotta wait till the sun go down or get cool off a little bit.
I'm like, why does Zingbot only come out at nighttime?
We need that desert breeze to swing through before we can put this daggone suit on.
Like, what is that smell? Is that you?
So now we're not gonna get Zingbot zinging at Jasmine. He not gonna zing at Kyle about the 10 seconds. You think he'll zing at Alyssa about the 10 seconds?
Yeah.
You think they'll go there about that?
And like, that was so quick. Do you even remember it?
Oh goodness.
Like, we've got it on tape in case you forgot. Zing a zing. They should just let me write the zings this year. Michael, Brittany, self-evict. Nobody likes you. Zing.
Zing.
Self-evict. Nobody likes you. Zing.
So, anywho,
what does Lyric say? He says Turner. Go ahead. You read well.
Who didn't care who will go. Just go with the
flow. I thought you read well.
Sorry, you started reading, so I stopped.
And then all of a sudden, your words didn't come out smoothly no more after that. It was like a little.
Okay. Sorry.
Let's see here. Turner went with all the. I don't read emojis. I don't do hieroglyphics that well. What is that? Is that crying?
Laughing.
Turner went with all the crying.
Yeah, not laughing.
Oh, okay.
He's just laughing at the thing, saying Turner went with it all. Like he didn't care who to put up. He didn't care who would go. Just go with the flow.
Sure. Yeah. I'm telling you, I don't know what was going on in Turner's head.
If y'all want him to go, I'll just put him up and y'all can do what y'all do.
Hey, Turner looked like he was just happy that he wasn't involved in that shit. Like, he looked like he was just like,
and that was the thing. Turner had to go with the flow because if they were like, no, we want him to go, and he didn't, put him up. Like, then it's like, am I missing a pillowcase? What is going on here? What is
Did you say am I missing a pillowcase?
Group? Are y'all going through with it even after it's been revealed?
Like, come on, man. Come on now.
So, yeah.
Had Taylor gone home tonight? I don't know. That would have been, I don't know how they would have. They couldn't come back from that. First of all, we done had this all. They done brought in a therapist. We done had all these damn conversations, and here you go.
Wouldn't it have been crazy?
Like, y'all still been playing us all week? No, fuck that, America. There's gonna be some problems in the Big Brother house. You thought keeping it real was going wrong already? You ain't seen it yet. Had Taylor gone home tonight, y'all would have seen some shit really go awry. All that class and shit would have went out the window. First of all, I'm telling you, I wouldn't have been able to muster as much as class and courage and strength as they did. Because you hear how reckless I'm damn talking. I'd have been on their bumper. Oh, I would have gave it to them so damn bad it wouldn't even.
So say Terrence makes it through next week.
Who?
Terrence.
Oh, Sweet Tea gonna make it through next week.
So say he makes it through next week. I mean, granted that Michael doesn't save himself. Yeah, Turner was just happy that Jasmine wasn't there. He doesn't care.
Right.
But say,
I bet he missed our ass though, low key, because he didn't have nobody to talk about it in the live feeds.
well, then Kyle.
That did present a well. He didn't talk a lot about that.
He didn't. They didn't even. Well, he did because he said they gave him the ick, and he wanted to distance himself far away from that. He had a few conversations with the camera and when in his HOH after finding out.
Okay.
But so say Terrence makes it through next week, the double eviction. I think it's. I mean, when we look at the people who have made it this far, we know Lyric wants Turner.
Yeah. I'm not with Monty. If Monty make it through next week,
Monty doesn't make it through, I'm saying if Monty makes it through, he's now my favorite. But if he doesn't make it through next week,
yeah,
then who? So we have Turner, Terrence, Alyssa, Brittany, and
there's no good choices.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Who would you want to win out of these 5? Again, I'm going with whoever manages to get Michael out.
I'm telling you, there's no good choices. There's no good choices. Like,
so you don't have a favorite of those?
No, if Monty
I want to say out of those,
I'm gonna go with Taylor after that. I'm going Taylor.
I was gonna say Taylor or Terrence.
You know how I'm rolling anyway. First of all, I wasn't mad at the cookout then, and I wouldn't be mad at another damn cookout because you already know which way I'm swinging. So I'm riding with Taylor. Damn it, I'm riding with Taylor.
I would go for Taylor. I would even go for Terrence just because, Southside.
Keeping the love in Chi-Town.
I still am not fond of the way he has treated Taylor in the household, like as a Black woman, as a father and a husband. Like he should just, I don't know. But anywho, yeah. I wouldn't be mad. The only one I would be mad if Alyssa won. I would be mad if
Michael, Brittany, or Alyssa wins, I would not like it.
I don't know if I'd be. I'm assuming, again, I'm working off the premise that Michael goes home next week. If Michael goes home next week, from those that are left, I just wouldn't want Alyssa or Brittany to win because they literally haven't done anything, especially Alyssa.
Yeah.
That so goes away against, like, she fucked her way to the win. And that's
is it sad?
The fact in the breakup where she said that, like, that he didn't put her first, and I'm like, he threw his entire game for her. No. Like,
wait. When she said I put my all into this relationship, I'm like, 50-some days in the Big Brother house, half of you tripping. And that was your all? You mean you broke up with the man 10 times in 50-some days and screwed a good time in the swimming pool? Like, come on now.
I was just like, he threw his entire game for her. And although he didn't always tell her the truth, he always had her back and looked out.
He was always looking out for her.
There was 2 different weeks that they wanted her on the block, and he kept her off.
Right, she should have been gone. Turner should still be having to tease Jasmine because Jasmine should still be there. Alyssa should be gone.
So you think, how he was saying after the house, he hopes that they can, build something or whatever.
Yeah.
And then towards the end, it seemed like they were getting close again before he was evicted. Right. You think when she goes back afterwards and watches it and sees how he stuck his neck out for her, you think she goes back to him?
I mean, it looks like she already did. So I don't know that she needs anything else. I mean, apparently they love each other still. She was hesitant with her hug, but I mean, we'll see. I mean, if she is pregnant, maybe that weighs into it. Maybe it doesn't. this might be the first aborted BB baby. I don't mean to be so blunt about it, but plenty of babies have been birthed from Big Brother, but this one's still being speculated about.
This would be the second one created in the Big Brother house.
True story.
And it's like they don't provide them with
I didn't know about the other one until
I didn't know about that either.
Did anybody else out there know that that Bailey had apparently gotten pregnant in the Big Brother house? That Alyssa,
Bailey and Swaggy, yes.
Yeah.
I think maybe they said it in an interview afterwards.
Okay.
She got pregnant in the Big Brother house, but he left before jury.
Mm-hmm.
But she got evicted. I mean, she went to jury and apparently had a miscarriage in the jury house.
Which is, of course, unfortunate and sad to hear, but I didn't even know that she was pregnant.
But they have other kids now, I believe.
Oh, yeah. They ended up getting married. Shit has played out fairly well for them.
Mm-hmm.
He's still swagtastic.
I hated Swaggy. Swaggy.
Don't hate on Black Love. What is you doing?
I liked Bailey, but oh my gosh, I hated Swaggy.
Yes, I thought she was too sweet for him. He was a little too
she was too everything for him. Too pretty. He was just so full of himself. I hate those kind of cocky.
Yeah. Yeah. He was the lick your lips in the mirror. He was, he was LL Cool J and all of that. He thought he was all that in a bag of chips.
I think he should be thanking his lucky stars.
He should be grateful. He should be grateful to have somebody. How do you know that he's not? Maybe behind closed doors, he's just like, "Thank you, babe."
Like he might treat her like a queen, and he should.
Right.
Again.
Well, I remember I haven't really kept up with Bailey and Swaggy since they left the house. I did a little bit right after they left. But I remember he had bought her a car or some shit or did something right after they had got out the house. So he was, it's not like he was doing her any old kind of way. He was putting her on a pedestal.
She was in jury, he was bonding with her family and stuff.
That was an interesting thing, right?
By the time she got out of jury, he's just part of the family, and she's like, "What is going on?
Are you ready to get married? Because your family loves me."
Right,
still on board with this shit, right?
You're giving me stalker, and I need you to stop. It's giving me stalker.
Although, I would say, do you think that he knew? Do you think he found out about what happened in the jury house, or do you think that because they're sequestered and they still have no contact with the outside world, that he didn't know until after the game was over?
About her having a miscarriage?
Yeah,
you
assume they would have told him.
Yeah, because I'm assuming she had to go to a hospital,
Right.
And if production wouldn't,
I'm about to say I would have been punching somebody at Big Brother.
Okay, Becky is getting punched. Who was that on camera too? Becky.
Did you say Becky on camera too? Finna catch one? Shit. I hope they told it. Shit. I hope they told it.
So yeah, they would have. I'm pretty sure they would have.
Oh my goodness.
So you'd be happy to know in the challenge last week. On Say Yes to the Dress. I didn't know she was on there. I love that show. I have to find that episode.
Bailey was on now.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to find that episode.
I don't know nothing about that program, but I bet you she looked nice in that dress.
I'm sure she did. She's so pretty.
Is that a wedding show then? So that that would be a show that she found her wedding dress on?
They go and try on different dresses to find their dress,
Oh, I can just see she's probably a diva. She's like, no.
I especially love when the mother comes and doesn't like the dress, because then they be going at it and stuff, and it happens a lot. And then she'd be like, I don't know about that one. Your arms look a little, and it's just people are so rude. And it's
look at them bat wings. We're gonna need to do something about that.
So, you'll be happy to know though in the challenge that Enzo was up for elimination again and fought his way back and
Wait,
he's
no,
still
that
in the
wasn't
game.
last night though. That was the week
No,
before.
that wasn't last night. That was the week before.
Yeah, I saw when he tackled that Joker. I said,
Oh,
"Go,
so you did
so
see it. Okay.
go."
So
I was cheering
yeah,
Benzo.
last night was a female elimination night.
You know who
so
else I
Shay
was
went
cheering
home.
for last night?
Who?
And it didn't have shit to do with Big Brother or the challenge or nothing. I was flipping back and forth to Serena. Whoop that little girl's ass. I was talking about, go, Serena. I'm in the living room just hollering, come on, Serena.
I just seen a thing that said that she has won a U.S. Open in her as a teenager, in her 20s, 30s, and now her 40s. And I'm just thinking, like, I'm from Chicago, and we always want to acknowledge, Michael Jordan, and typically I feel like he's the GOAT.
Now he's the GOAT. Now.
But now I have
she
to put
is the GOAT of tennis.
to put of basketball. No, for him, I have.
Oh
to put
no!
Basketball.
Oh no! What is you doing?
Serena is the GOAT, the best athlete of all time. Jordan wasn't winning championship. Jordan wasn't winning championships as a teen, 20s, 30s. 40s.
Yes, he did. Yes,
no,
he
didn't.
did.
No,
he won a championship at University of North Carolina. Yes, he did.
That was in his 20s.
And then he won championships in his 30s.
So where his teens at? Where his 40s at?
Hey, high school. He had trouble in high school. He had trouble in. First of all, basketball is a team sport.
Serena Williams,
First of all, LeBron is a great example.
I ain't trying to hear nothing.
LeBron is a great example to show you that a single great player cannot take a whole team to a championship and win. Well, I guess he did in Cleveland. But outside of that, he ain't done much.
LeBron.
He needed help. He couldn't do
nobody talking about LeBron.
See, tennis is a solo sport. So she has dominated a solo sport. Well, and doubles. I can't wait to see her and Venus play. They finna play in the doubles tournament. So they get one more hoorah.
Greatest athlete of all time.
All time is Serena Williams?
All time, Serena Williams.
Well, I mean, she is great and she looks great doing it. So I really don't even want to argue with you, except for you are trying to dethrone Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
No, I don't know. I'm just putting of basketball. That. He's the greatest of all time. Mm-hmm. He's the GOAT of basketball.
Oh,
but
it's hard for me I need another drink. I can't hardly speak. My throat is tightening up.
All time, Serena Williams.
I got a condition coming on me. My throat area is collapsing.
And I love, I'm from Chicago, like,
pray for my windpipe, y'all. Pray for my windpipe.
I drive past a little statue with him like this, all the time.
He be holding that shit.
Greatest athlete of all time, Serena Williams.
Hey, man. And you know what's so crazy is, so this is her second win of the U.S. Open so far this season. And the first game that she won, it was against a player that was ranked like 80th or something. She was expected to win. But she only, had a few weeks or so to prepare for this shit, And the player that she played last night was ranked number 2. And it was a grueling first match that Serena won. The second
set. Who did she play? Do you?
I don't remember her name. I just kept calling her little white girl. I said, "You get that little white girl, Serena. You get her, Serena." You know how I be. I was all in front of the TV. I'm like, "Get that little white girl. Don't let her do you like that, Serena." But anyways, I digress. I apologize. That's how I speak sometimes. Shit. But she played the number 2 chick, and it was the first set was Serena. But it was, hard fought. Second set went into a little overtime because they was tired and they had to go to a little overtime, and Serena got that joint. And then the third set, the little white girl got that. Yeah, no, it wasn't even close in the second set. My bad. The first one was where they had to go to overtime, and Serena took that. The second one, the little white girl ran away with that shit. It was like 6-2. And then the third one, the deciding one, it was a battle all the way to the finish, and Serena got that shit to get 2 out of 3 sets. I couldn't believe it. It was an epic battle. She wasn't expected to win. She was not expected to win at all. and she showed them people that she could still play that game. And let me tell you,
in her 40s,
she
because
was
she's
a
the greatest
step.
athlete of all
She was
time.
noticeably slower. You know what I mean? Age. She's showing a little bit of that age.
She's in her
But
40s.
let me tell you, her mentality and her strategy for how she got there. First of all, she's still the strongest woman in tennis. And I know we have diverged from Big Brother, but she was whacking the shit out of that ball. You know, some of them girls back in the day couldn't even return a Serena or Venus serve. So her power was still there. And then strategically, she always kept her body in the center of the court so she could get left or right. So she, you know, there was a couple times, of course, where she was out of position, but she tried to stay in the center of that court so that she could really strategically move, because she knows that she's not as quick as she used to be. But
Right.
at the end of the day, she was able to pull it out. I don't know what the next round holds for her, but she lives to play another day. Congratulations, Miss Serena Williams.
So here's my question.
What's your question?
But I'm going back to Big Brother. Sorry.
Someone
I'm looking
has
at the
a
feeds
passion.
here. I'm looking at the feeds. Terrence and Monty are in one room talking.
Okay.
And it looks like Turner is in the room with who's that? Taylor and Brittany. Is Michael still in that room? Oh, yep, and Michael.
So who's talking to who now?
Oh no,
Let's
so
find out who's
Taylor's not
talking
in
to
here.
who.
I don't know where Taylor. So now Turner's in the room with Brittany and Michael.
Okay.
And Monty and Terrence are in one room talking. So do you think Turner attaches back to Michael and Brittany now that he doesn't have safety of being HOH this week?
Let me tell you, if anybody slide up under either one of them, I'm putting the same hat on them, and then Turner gets no more passes, and I have to apologize to Lyric, and I just have to. What?
What about Taylor? Because
Taylor not doing that
too.
I mean, well, so what was Taylor's thoughts?
She has a final three.
I don't
with
know.
Them.
What was Taylor's? Well, I mean, that could have changed. All that shit is blown up. That's what they said when they had the house meeting. All that shit is blown up.
She came back in the room. She's in the room with the three of them.
With who?
Taylor, Brittany, and Michael.
Turner, I don't know where back under them. Well, here's my question, and I didn't get to see it in tonight's episode, but maybe it was addressing the live feeds that I didn't get a chance to see. But what was, you know, how Monty was able to go, aha, why did they wait till now, this, that, and the third? That was a conversation between him and Terrence. Where does Taylor fall on that? Did they have that conversation with her?
I feel like that conversation was had with her, but I don't feel like she held them to that same accountability that Terrence and Monty did.
Okay, so she made it
but at the same time
for her than it did for Brittany. You know?
At the same time, she was on the block, and she knows that Michael did it to save her. So,
because I'm sure he said
villainize him for that. I mean, that's what it came down to. They have a final three at the time. He had already won the veto. He saved Brittany already. I mean, he know he's safe. He gonna save Brittany. But now Taylor's still up there. So instead of Taylor going home, I'm going to save her, blow up Kyle's spot. He going to go home. And now I save Taylor.
I need y'all in the comments right now. What do y'all think about this business going on here?
Does she now villainize him for using it at that time to save her? That's a double-edged sword. Because he did it at that time to save her.
This shit messy as hell. This shit is messy as hell.
Because he didn't have to save himself. He was already safe. He had already won the veto.
Folks said they wanted drama. This was not the drama.
It is drama. That's the drama, though. So I think that's why she didn't come down as hard. He invited her to that movie to go watch the movie and everything. I think that's why she didn't come down as hard on either one of them, because
do you think that
benefited her?
Do you think that Terrence and Monty will figure that out this week? Put two and two together? I mean, I guess they're not hiding it. that
about them having a.
that Taylor is slid with them, and you know what I mean? Because
No, I think they already know. I feel like
okay,
they already know.
all right. I mean, that's an interesting dynamic, and when you add that to the whole thing, it puts another twist on it. But it still does not negate the
They
fact
were
that they
the way that it was kind
weaponized
of set
race.
up. The way that it was kind of set up last week, as far as with Kyle being on the out, it seemed like there was a threesome with Michael, Brittany, and Taylor.
Okay.
And then there's a 3 with Monte, Turner, and Alyssa. And then Terrence still was kind of on the outs. So
does Terrence know he's on the outs?
Well,
no, because
now
he thought he was with Kyle. He thought he was with the what you call it, the to-go plate.
After party, the after party.
After party, that was it. The after party.
It's more like a to-go plate now, though, until the middle of the week when everything blew up. He was with the after party up until
I hope
then.
Kyle brought
and then
his after fall. I hope Kyle brought
the
his
after party blew up.
Though.
That's what.
Yeah, well, if he brought his aluminum foil, he could have took his to-go plate. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think he getting it to-go plate.
He ain't getting a to-go plate. He can't get it. No plate for you, Kyle. No plate for you, Kyle. You got to have, look. No, Kyle. You got to go to the picnic with your white counterparts with no flavor in your food and raisins in your potato salad now, Kyle. Okay, Kyle? Because your ass don't know no better. Okay, Kyle? Bye-bye, Kyle. Ta-ta for now. Go learn something, Kyle. We'll holler at you, Pepper. Was that too harsh? Was that too much?
No, he gonna learn something. He got
to eat the potato salad with the raisins in it now. He can't come to the barbecue. He can't come to
no, he is gonna be alone.
You're not invited. Kyle's not invited. Wait,
to the cookout.
Let me
he
not
got lots of learning to do.
I'm gonna say, let me not just put no assumptions out there, but is Kyle invited to the cookout?
Nah, it's gonna be a long time.
Kyle is not invited to the cookout.
And then when he finally get invited, he on ice duty, and he better not mess it up. You
better
bring enough ice.
Let the bag be melted a little bit. You better have put that shit in the cooler and transported it properly. You better have transported the ice properly, Kyle, because you're on thin ice as it is. Okay, Kyle, you're on thin ice. Oh man, do we think Terrence has a chance at surviving next week though? Really? We think it's either going to be Monte or Terrence, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah.
One or the other is going to happen. And we're just hoping that Michael ends up being the second one, because in all reality, Monte and Terrence could go home next week. I mean, we're just presuming. We are just presuming
that somebody would be powerful enough to get him out.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We are presuming that somebody is going to get his ass, and that might not even be the case. Because even if they were to put his ass up, he could still win the veto. So, I don't know. But I can't even say a great week of Big Brother, because it wasn't great. It wasn't great by a long shot. But it was educational. It was a worthwhile conversation. I think some growth has occurred and will continue to occur with Kyle. I don't know that the same will happen for Michael and Brittany. I still question how they went about doing all this, even if their intent was to save Taylor. It was messy, and yeah, it wasn't a good look.
So also, I think, I mean, it wasn't the best week of Big Brother. The feeds were definitely more interesting because you got to see more of the conversations than the actual show.
Okay.
But from the comments,
most of the time,
but from the comments that I was reading on a lot of the sites, people were very upset that people felt that Kyle was a racist, or that what he said was wrong, or didn't understand how the cookout isn't racist, but having an all-white alliance is racist. And
I'm gonna need you to speak on it. Set the people straight now. Set them straight, Bree.
Clearly, the conversations that were had in the house are conversations that need to be still had. And in everywhere in this country.
America
And
needs to have this conversation.
It's really sad that in 2022 we're
Mm.
still in this place where
Well,
people of color are forced to still educate those that are not people of color, or those that have extreme privilege or these unconscious biases. And quite frankly, we get tired of always being the teacher at life for y'all. Like, I mean,
right, because it's not like
read a book.
it's almost like white folks get to be privileged so much to the point that they get to be taught by the people that they either have oppressed, offended, or been ignorant towards.
And you know, like I said, I do give Kyle his props for acknowledging his bias. Props to whatever counselor was in that house this week, because Lord knows whoever he or she, they had their work cut out. Because
for sure,
I mean,
conversations had to be intense.
Yeah, I mean, you could just feel the air in the house. You know, like shit was tense.
But they say the tension's so thick you could cut it with a knife.
Yeah, like for sure. And so, but I am, you know, Kyle should be very, very thankful to the people that he had this encounter with, because not everybody would have
responded the same way. Exactly, for
Mm-hmm.
sure. Like we started this episode by saying, the folks in the house, Terrence, Monty, Taylor, they handled the situation with class, with dignity, with strength. And like you said, a lot of people wouldn't have. They would have just clapped back and it would have been what it was going to be. But they showed an extreme level of tolerance, which, like you said, because people of color, black folks, other minorities spend so much of their life educating other people, that this was another just one of those moments for them. But they handled it.
So for everyone else that's out there that's in these situations, you know, if you have these biases and things, reach out to somebody, you know. And unfortunately, you know, they don't always, again, we get tired of teaching, but it's good for you to have, you know, these conversations. If you have somebody you need to have this conversation with to get more clarity, reach out to somebody, or the book, the internet.
Why is this starting to sound like a PBS special? Reach out to your closest black friend.
You know, find somebody where you can, because it's 2022 and we shouldn't still be having to have these conversations.
Can I put your number at the bottom of the screen?
I'm just saying, you could. Don't call me though, because I'm not gonna answer it. You can text me. Now you can text me.
Text your questions to 23337. Okay.
555.
Shit.
Because I mean, it's 2022, and I'm just like, you know, my kids are 16.
You done forgot how old your children are.
16, 15, and
a little bit later.
And 11, and they are I mean, I just don't want them to still have to have these conversations when they dang near 40. Like it's ridiculous.
For sure.
Like, at what point are we going to evolve as a country, as you know,
as
a people?
How? Yeah, it's like, come on, we take those 2 steps forward and 1 step back is what it ends up being. But at the end of the day, we got to figure out how to reach the 29-year-olds living in their mom's basement in Utah. And that could be a difficult task. Because I'm not sure that we can get them all on Big Brother so that they can find this level of clarity and understanding and awakening and consciousness. And Kyle about to find out, though. Anything interesting going on in the live feeds?
No. I mean, I can't hear what they're saying, so they're still talking.
Okay.
Nothing else. I mean, you know, once I But you're laughing, and Taylor Turner, and they look like they're having an easy breezy time. They know they're all safe this week. Well, yeah. I don't know where
Well,
Alyssa is though, because Alyssa's not in here, and she's not. She's probably somewhere crying because Kyle's gone.
Kyle gone. Her hormones is getting messed up. Don't it take a
Maybe
little
she's
while? No,
taking
come
a
on now.
break.
Come on now. Let's be for real. Science don't work that goddamn quick. Her hormones,
What
they
you
start
mean?
do they start shifting right away?
Immediately. Sometimes.
Immediately.
Immediately.
If she
Sometimes
start talking
that
about
could
she
be.
want pickles and ice cream, I'm gonna be like, hell,
That could
you
be
ain't
your
even 2
first
weeks
sign.
pregnant.
That
Your
could be
baby
your
don't even
first
want pickles and
sign.
ice cream yet. It's still a microbe. Your molecules are still splitting. Heifer, what is you over here doing? So much, your molecules are still splitting while you up here talking about you got cravings and shit. Get out of here. I mean, I don't know how long it takes for the molecule to split and shit. And for
Ain't no molecule splitting unless she having twins.
Oh, well, I mean, you know what I mean? It be some convergence and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, a lot be happening, and it don't just be like, bam, you know what I mean? Some shit be having to happen. Some shit have to marinate. It's like marinating good chicken. Shit ain't gonna taste good unless you let it sit a minute. Shit.
But they can, I mean, for some people,
Look,
they
some
can start
sacks.
getting sick
Look, a
right
sack
away.
needs to be formed. Some shit
She
needs to
has
start
to be
growing
having some
inside
sort
it.
of. She has to have some sort of symptom or signal for her to ask for a test.
Yeah, what if she was pregnant before she came in the house? Bum, bum, bum.
So now we're calling her a big hoe. Not just a.
Ooh, you said I didn't say that shit.
Big hoe.
Ladies, I did not say that.
Uh-uh.
You didn't hear it from the milkman. You did not hear that.
See.
You heard a lot of things from me tonight. Some of them may have offended you.
Now, you know, I'm trying to be a nicer person, so I'm not trying to talk about people and whatnot. But does she kind of resemble a chipmunk a little bit to you, Alyssa? Like her Now, I know I can't talk about somebody with teeth. But does she remember? I mean, I would say
Theodore.
She's the cute Jeanette, like the cute chipmunk. No. But she looks kind of like a chipmunk to me.
No,
I don't know.
Well, I think that was, you know what, that just ran our last viewer off. That just ran off. That was the straw that broke the camel's back right there. You said too much, damn it, Bree.
Oh, my bad, Alyssa.
First of all, you heard all the things I was saying tonight. You didn't have to take it over the edge, okay? Shit. You heard it. First of all, damn. Shit. Second of all, and C comes right after that. I can't stand it. The other show I've been hanging out on, he'd be like an account. He'd be talking about 1, B, 3, D. I'm like, can you get your alphabets and your numbers together and shit? Damn. Oh, look, some people came back. I guess the chipmunk conversation didn't run them off. Make sure y'all like and share before we get up out of here. We've been rocking and rolling on this thing for just a little bit over an hour, but it was a controversial week on Big Brother. Some understanding had to be had in terms of one of our Caucasian house guests did not quite understand the magnitude of his comments when it came to wanting to form an all-white alliance. And so that conversation was pretty deep this week. The folks that leaked this information definitely had some ulterior motives, and it definitely arose some feelings in me that I did not like them anymore. And yeah, such as Big Brother, I didn't have a therapist to help me get through it, but I didn't need one because I'd have just been on Michael and Brittany's bumper. Go on, Bree. Go on, give us some closing thoughts before we go on and wraps it up. Like and share. I
don't like. I definitely think they should have said something the week before because I would rather that Kyle went home last week instead of Joseph.
Terrence definitely
left over the way he did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would have rather have done that. But the reason why it doesn't make me as upset is because I know he did it to save Taylor, and I like Taylor. And if it
I guess
definitely
I'll put
comes
some
down
hearts
to
up for that one. I'll put some hearts
some
up for that one.
Brittany and
Yeah,
Taylor,
I
I
like
definitely
Taylor.
prefer Taylor over Brittany. Like,
Oh, for sure.
you know.
Brittany
So
is enemy number one on the internet.
let me tell you, one day she was, I don't think she's told them she's a hypnotist or whatnot. So one day in the live feeds, they was doing, because it's been a stressful week, so they was meditating, and they was being a color, and imagine the color, and now the color is in any shape at the top of your head. And I was like, I don't know how long they're gonna be doing this, but I'm gonna turn the feeds off because this bitch is not about to hypnotize me.
Your ass. Your ass is gonna be walking around the house barking like a dog or some shit. Your kids be done saying something, and you be done blinked and snapped and snotted all at the same time.
And here I am thinking I'm pink and purple, and I'm not. I don't know what she's doing, talking about the color at the top of your head. And now imagine the color entering your body. And why is the color entering my?
I'm gonna need you to keep your voodoo and your witchcraft to yourself. I don't believe in no magic like that, Jesus. The blood of Jesus will save me. Yes, he will. Yes, the blood of baby Jesus.
Yep.
That's
Turn that right on off.
Hey, my faith is so strong. My faith is so strong that Alyssa could be carrying the next baby Jesus. Who knows? Could be birthed right out of the Big Brother house.
Funny.
Maybe this time God needed a surrogate. Maybe this time God needed a surrogate. He said, Kyle, can you help out just one quick time on an inflatable? Will really do me love. He said, damn it, Gabriel is busy and he can't bother to visit Alyssa. Can you please just go on and do the do? And I'll work through you.
And now we're going to have this ex-Mormon as Jesus' second Jesus.
Oh, the Bible just got a remix. The Bible just got a remix, y'all. And if we haven't lost all our viewers yet, on that note, we're going to wrap it up.
This has been a crazy week.
Until next time, which is why it should be a crazy episode. Until next time, folks, I am the Milkman.
And I'm just Bree. We'll be more normal next week, guys.
I'll try. We really will. We'll be more, unless Michael is still in the house, in which next week's episode is
who knows,
probably going to go off the rails. It's probably going to go off the rails. Lyric, we appreciate you tuning in. We had a lot of viewers tonight. I just want you to know that at one point I looked up and there was like 12. I said, oh my goodness. And it stayed around 9 or 10 for a long time. I know we don't like to talk numbers, but I like to see double digits. We'll holler at y'all. Did we say bye yet? We did.
I think we did. Yeah, we did.
Bye, y'all.
Right,
I get the last word though. I just ain't
I'm gonna get the last word. So
you been waiting on me.